real speakers, real coaches, real investors, real companies. No matter your destiny, all roads lead to Real Leaders Unite.
So I am Samantha Scot Jenkins. I am the CEO and president of Affect Detroit, which is a community development nonprofit organization, of course, located in Detroit, Michigan. And what we do is we create pathways to healthier communities and lives for Detroit residents. We do comprehensive at-scale community development projects that work within a defined geography, that we create pathways where we help people with home ownership. Okay. So our mission is to create thriving communities through having an A+ quality seat in education, mixed income housing, economic vitality, and adequate access to health and wellness resources, all working in harmony within a community. And we do that holistically, which means that we do it in congruence with the community, means we have community members that we work with, as well as on our board, and a community stakeholder group that is comprised of community leaders, as well as residents and business owners. Yes, so in trying to put projects of the size that we do, it does keep me quite busy. But I decided to come to Unite because the climate of the world is always changing, and being able to lead an organization where you are trying to create impact within a community that is constantly changing means that that leader also has to constantly be upping their game. I have to be understanding how people operate, what's new, how do we deal with so many new challenges in the world? How do we include diversity, DEI efforts? So I decided to come to Unite because I wanted to collab with other leaders who've also experienced what I experienced, and to be able to understand how to better navigate the processes ahead of me. There's been so many highlights of Unite so far. I'm very glad that I came. I would say that Lisa Bodell, so we had a breakout room with her on navigating complexity within an organization. Because we have such an expansive mission that has so many different pillars or silos to it, it can get very complicated when sometimes even explaining it to other people, and sometimes even keeping our staff on track as to what it is how our process goes. So being able to simplify it, I feel like she gave some really great pointers. She gave cards to help remember, to help you have pinpoints of things to make simple and to value simplicity. I think that was probably one of the biggest things, is that traditionally we value when we see work, and work looks busy, but is that work actually producing a valuable outcome? So sometimes to give praise to getting the value you wanted, but in less time as well. In 2024 specifically, I am trying to really be able to get our education component kicked off of our project. So we do have a school that we will be starting the process of getting built. It's going to be a totally awesome academic complex with great academic future for the school. We use some new technology, new methods in education. It's a school where the minimum teacher salary is $100,000 a year. So there's so many awesome things that are going to come, but having that quality seat in education available for every student within our area for free is something that we are really looking forward to. What makes us a force for good is that we are very resilient. In the city of Detroit, you have so many things that come against you. I don't want to say against, but you have to deal with, whether it's politics or city procedures, city governments. It is usually a higher cost, literally in dollar amounts, in just doing things in the city of Detroit because of the webs that you have to jump through. But we are resilient in making sure that we are still bringing the mission that we propose to do, because given that we don't have a a dollar amount value at the end is motivation to be able to stick through it and to the end, just for the good of the general public, and bringing their opinion to the table and making sure that we stick it out, is why we're a force for good. My definition of a real leader is someone that makes those bold choices to move forward no matter how nervous or they feel about the situation, but making sure that they try to prepare as best as possible, but also being able to hear the voices of others outside of themselves and knowing to always pull in help and guidance when needed. I think that really good leaders always have coaches. So my definition of a real leader is someone that's willing to make those tough choices while realizing their imperfections at the same time.
All roads lead to Real Leaders Unite.